Game 3, I think it's tied up 1-1 at the moment. This is getting intense.
I cannot believe it.
This is definitely a Zerg favored map, so I think...
Zerger. What?
Wait, the
This is a...
Protoss and Terran. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, this is... yeah, Protoss definitely has an advantage on this map, and he's gonna love it if it's closer as well. Or, it's gonna be close by air and ground.
I don't feel like Protoss. I don't feel like Protoss really have. Actually, I think Terran. If it's close up close position, close spawn, I think Terran has the advantage. Um,
I think they have the advantage.
but
They go mech, maybe.
well, yeah. Well, who goes Mech versus Protoss? Only like one person in the friggin' that one weird tournament did that.
I
C
don't know how
versus
they'll do it against me.
Naniwa.
That's because C's the best.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I don't really think that the advantage that Protoss has versus Zerg works versus Terran in this map. Because the reason it's so pure Protoss is so good on this map is because there's only two little ramps that pretty much cover your entire three bases, so it's easy to defend.
Yeah.
Whereas I mean against Terran, they drop you. They don't link run by you.
What's
Yeah.
nice about this map for Protoss is that it's difficult for the Terran to drop because generally Terrans are going to be dropping. Oftentimes Terrans like to drop the main and whatnot, and it's kind of difficult to get to the main. And as you said, close thirds, that little
Yeah.
gate between the natural and the third, all great.
And it looks like we have a pause. I'll do the intros right after the pause, but another thing you have to look for is see if is Oblivion a Protoss? No, Oblivion's
Oblivion
a Terran.
is a Terran, and I guess
Yeah.
Protoss.
So Mega, we need to see if he does any proxy pylon play, because a lot of us is proxy pylons. I'll explain some good spots after this intro, but so at the top we have the red Protoss, Mega Mohel, and at the bottom we have blue Terran, Oblivion. Mega is on Stalker and Oblivion is on Valkyrie, so that means he's gonna win. And so yeah, as I was saying before, there's a lot of good proxy pylon places. If you go look at the main site, that little peninsula off to the right, that people usually hide their behind the trees, and they usually try to make a pylon after a 4 gate. But if you look at the third of the Terran or of the bus, you can also put a pylon right here next to the gas closest to the lines, and if you can get vision, you can warp in there as well. So if the Protoss is going to do any early gateway play, then I think he should definitely utilize that. But he's getting a normal gas or a normal gateway timing, sorry. So I think he should not be going for any really early. This is the part of the game where we're supposed to talk about how they're famous.
I know, right? No, but isn't the Terran supposed to grab his gas on like 13 or 14? If he's doing... Oh, I guess if you're one max expanding, probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll be one max expanding. Yeah, he's definitely expanding unless he's deciding to do. Yeah, no, never mind. That's not possible either. So they look like they're just gonna do some pretty standard early expanding. He needs to get workers on his gas though. He only has 2 at the moment, unless that planned. Unless you're Sauce, Protoss usually don't do that. Yeah, so all the time these are pretty normal, and he's getting down another. That pylon seems a little bit late to me. Usually getting out 21, but he just hit 21. So not big.
I just wanted to mention real quick that this is a map that I know a lot of people, mostly myself, don't pay attention too much to the map, but this map is not very good for a late game in terms of getting a fourth because of that little choke. The opponent could go around and pretty much snipe off your fourth and block you from protecting it.
Yeah, that fourth is actually a pain in the ass to take. You need to do a wall off with Zealot or something, but since it's what cross spawns? Yeah, since it's cross spawns, it's kind of like the expanding patterns are going to be decided late game. One person's going to take right side of the map, and one's going to take left side. But people usually don't observe the fact that it's going to be split like that, because if it's in such a big map and the expands are the 5th and 4th expansions are pretty isolated from the rest of the production, you can do Warp Prism Harass, or in the Terran's case, drop Marines.
Do
And
you
I
think
like
it's
what the
intentional that
process
he only has 2 guys in this gas geyser? Oh, he just fixed it. Took a little while.
Yeah, unless he's Sauce, I don't think there's any purpose for that. He's starting out another now, and he didn't want to get expand. And the Terran's gas production is not too good right now. He only has 1 worker in gas. I think that the Protoss should be poking out these units. Yeah, there he goes. And I think he needs to be throwing down another gateway, and he should be doing that now. And he should down his tech of choice as well. And we see the Twilight Council. So he's probably going for either blinkers or High Templar. We just have to see his
Blinkers?
gas count. Blinkers, yeah.
Who calls them blinkers?
Everyone but
What?
you.
Wow.
I've never heard the word blinker though.
So yeah, the Terrans is STEM research done now. That's a really nice micro from the Protoss. Actually, that was really nice. He pulled some mining time, and he's losing a lot of shields. And he should have
2
gotten out of
health.
that bunker and sniped it. He could have sniped both of those stalkers.
I
But
feel it's
I
a
don't
bit.
blame him.
I feel like with a poke like that, if the bunker's
User
there,
joined your
you
channel.
can't really do anything
guys.
to it.
Oh, never mind.
What's up?
But
Did
if
you win?
it-
Oh,
Yeah, I beat a plat player.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, Mint, that's
How?
awesome.
so that's pretty good.
How?
But yeah,
Pylon
the
block into
pro-
cannon rush into fucking Immortal Sentry Land.
It looks like the Protoss, God, his natural doesn't have any workers on it at all. He needs to pull workers over there. And get his gas. He needs to get both of his gases if he's going to be going this High Templar route with charge. At this rate, his defense versus the potential two medevac pressure that's upcoming is not going to be too good. On the other hand, the Terran's saturation is actually going pretty well.
Yeah, the Protoss is really worrying me about what he's doing, because normally an attack from the Terran's going to be coming at about 10, and if he really wants these High Templars, then he should already have it being researched for 1.
Yeah.
And look at his simulators. Wait,
He
this
doesn't
is
have,
really
he's not
weird.
getting any gas at his natural. He's not gonna have money or gas at all for Taichems.
I think
I mean,
what
he has
might,
charge of it. That's all he has going for him.
this doesn't make too much sense, but I think that maybe he's not going to have High Templars for whenever the pressure comes. But after the pressure's over, then he's going to start researching and whatnot. But that doesn't really make much sense, because why would he then get the Templar archives?
Yeah, but I think he might have a chance because the Terran's breaking down the rocks is an indication of expanding, and he's just now got his starport finished, and it's nearly 10. And he isn't putting the reactor on it, so he's really sloppy in that case. He is getting his +1 attack, which is also he does well. So he has a chance.
I'm sorry, I was a bit confused. Whenever you were talking about the rocks, were you implying that he was not going to attack?
Well, he's getting third now, so yes.
Because normally with attacks like this, you start expanding as you're attacking. At least from what I
Yeah.
see.
Well, his timing is definitely blown now, but that doesn't make the Protoss' situation any better. Other than he has an Archon now and a High Templar. Still hasn't researched Storm yet, which I don't understand why. I mean, I guess he could use the High Templar for feedbacks, but yeah, he also needs to get his gases like right now. There we go. Yeah, that can count for me. Makes me look really smart. And the Terran's actually floating a lot, so he needs to throw down his barracks.
If it makes you feel better, it
More
actually doesn't
barracks.
make you look smart.
Really? Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
You're welcome, bro. I got you. I got you, dude. That's what I'm here for.
He's only making one back at a time out of his star, which, okay, I guess he's just gonna go for a drop play with that one medevac. Not too bad of an idea, considering Protoss' army is very meager at the moment. And he's going double force, which is not uncommon with High Templar play. Still hasn't gotten Storm, he's still making High Templar. Oh, never mind, he made it into a Archon. And he has four workers on the left gas and only 2 on the other. And he fixed that, wow.
I find it really weird about the
Stream cheat. I'm just kidding.
what the Protoss is choosing to do. I mean, normally it would
It's not what he's doing is weird, it's his execution. Everything's off right now. He should have at least 1-1 by now.
and he
And
should
the way he's
be
setting up his Sim City
he
is
should
making
be researching Storm also.
Yeah, well, of course. And the way his Sim City is set up, it's gonna make it a pain in the ass to hold up, and he's
Wait a
moving
minute.
out, but
They're floating so much money right now.
Yeah, this kind of makes sense if he's trying to go for a bit of a timing with Archons, but this is still too late. He should be able to have had
User
Storm
left your
for
channel.
the push.
oh, and they're attacking up out in the middle map, and he needs a stutter step, or he's gonna lose all of his units, and he's losing every single one of them. He needs to back up. He needs to back up and go into his bunker, and start making more units. And he's back. Okay, well he needs to go back up his ramp. The drop was taken care of at his natural, so the Protoss is in a pretty big lead right now.
Why isn't he in the
He needs to go
bunker?
He needs to get into that bunker. His production, he's floating 4K, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any production buildings.
Seeing his bank, I think
He can hold off this attack, but
if he holds off this attack with that bank, if he starts using it, then he would have a chance.
I still think he's actually
Yeah,
ahead, to be honest. Even after this
he needs
attack.
to throw down so many bunkers. He needs to throw down so many barracks. Yeah, he's dead. I don't see a chance of him
Yeah.
coming back. He was in a good position, but then he forgot to throw down his barracks and started floating 4K minerals, which is definitely what lost him the game. And he didn't notice that his army was being attacked.